Welcome to our channel. Today we are going to study a part of biology known as carbohydrates. We are going to study this part of biology with questions and answers for a better understanding. The first question we have here says, which of the following food nutrients has high energy value? A. Mineral. B. Vitamin. C. Carbohydrate. D. Protein. In this question, the correct answer is C. Carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is one of the nutrients found in a balanced diet, and it has higher energy value when compared to other nutrients like proteins in a food. So among these options, carbohydrates has a high energy value. The next question says, the following elements are found in carbohydrates except dash. A. Oxygen. B. Helium. C. Carbon. D. Hydrogen. In this question, the correct answer is B. Helium. There are many elements that can be found in carbohydrates. One of these elements that can be found in a carbohydrate is oxygen. A carbohydrate contains carbon, hydrogen, and other elements, but a carbohydrate don't have helium. So generally all carbohydrates lack these elements known as helium, but carbohydrates contain different elements such as oxygen, carbon, and even hydrogen. The next question says, which of the following is a source of carbohydrates? A. Bread. B. Cassava. C. Rice. D. All of the above. In this question, the correct answer is D. All of the above. There are different sources of carbohydrates. One of the sources of carbohydrates is bread. Studies have shown that bread contains carbohydrates. Cassava contains carbohydrates. Rice is also rich in carbohydrates. All these options are sources of carbohydrates. The next question says, in a carbohydrate, the ratio of hydrogen to oxygen is dash. A. 2:1. B. 3:2. C. 2:5. D. 2:3. In this question, the correct answer is A. 2:1. Research have shown that in a carbohydrate molecule, the ratio of hydrogen to oxygen is 2:1, just like what is observed in a water. So in a carbohydrate, the ratio of hydrogen to oxygen remains 2:1. The next question says, the simplest carbohydrates are called dash. A. Monosaccharides. B. Disaccharides. C. Polysaccharides. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Monosaccharides. Monosaccharides are the simplest carbohydrates found. Studies have shown that there are different types of carbohydrates. We have the ones known as monosaccharides, we have disaccharides, and even polysaccharides. But among these carbohydrates, monosaccharides are the simplest carbohydrates. The next question says, the following are monosaccharides except dash. A. Glucose. B. Fructose. C. Cellulose. D. Ribose. In this question, the correct answer is C. Cellulose. There are various examples of monosaccharides. One of the examples of monosaccharides is glucose. Glucose is an example of monosaccharide. Fructose is also a monosaccharide. We also have a monosaccharide called ribose, but this carbohydrate known as cellulose is not a monosaccharide. The next question says, which of the following is a product of starch metabolism in the body? A. Glucose. B. Sucrose. C. Cellulose. D. Lactose. In this question, the correct answer is A. Glucose. Glucose is a product of starch metabolism in the body. Studies have shown that during food digestion, starch as a carbohydrate will undergo breakdown, and when starch is metabolized in the body, there will be formation of glucose, there will be production of glucose, and the body will now break down this glucose to generate energy. So glucose is a product of starch digestion or metabolism in the body system. The next question says, a carbohydrate that is naturally found in a sperm cell is best described as dash. A. Fructose. B. Cellulose. C. Glucose. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. Fructose. Studies have shown that there is a carbohydrate known as fructose. This fructose is naturally found in a sperm cell, and this fructose undergoes metabolism leading to generation of energy or leading to production of energy from this carbohydrate. When this fructose supplies energy to sperm cells, so the energy generated from this glucose helps sperm cells to move from the testes to the oviduct for the purpose of fertilization. So this fructose is naturally found in a sperm cell, where it helps in production of energy that the sperm cells need for them to function very effectively. The next question says, sucrose is made up of glucose and dash. A. Galactose. B. Fructose. C. Lactose. D. Cellulose. In this question, the correct answer is B. Fructose. Studies have shown that there is a carbohydrate called sucrose. This sucrose is made up of two sugars known as glucose and fructose. The next question says, glucose and fructose are isomeric sugars. A. True. B. False. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is A. True. Studies have shown that these carbohydrates called glucose and fructose are isomeric sugars. They are isomers naturally, And what we mean by that is that this glucose and fructose have the same molecular formula, but different structural configuration. So naturally they are isomers, or they are isomeric sugars. The next question says, the most abundant carbohydrates found in plant cell walls is best described as dash. A. Glucose. B. Cellulose. C. Lactose. D. Sucrose. In this question, the correct answer is B. Cellulose. This carbohydrate called cellulose is the most abundant carbohydrate that can be found in plant cell walls. Plant cell walls are rich in these carbohydrates known as cellulose. The next question says, the following are polysaccharides except dash. A. Glycogen. B. Cellulose. C. Starch. D. Ribose. In this question, the correct answer is D. Ribose. Polysaccharides are complex carbohydrates, and these polysaccharides include glycogen, cellulose, and even starch. But ribose is not a polysaccharide. The next question says, which of the following is a source of glycogen? A. Liver. B. Muscle. C. All of the above. D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is C. All of the above. Studies have shown that there is a carbohydrate called glycogen. This glycogen can be found in the liver. It can also be found in the muscle. The next question says, in animals, excess carbohydrates are converted into dash for storage. A. Cellulose. B. Glycogen. C. Sucrose. D. Lactose. In this question, the correct answer is B. Glycogen. Studies have shown that in animals, excess carbohydrates are converted into glycogen for storage. So in human body system, excess glucose molecules are stored in the body in form of glycogen. They are converted to glycogen and stored in the body. So when the body make use of the carbohydrate, it will use, or when the body make use of the adequate amounts of carbohydrate for energy production, the remaining ones will be converted to these carbohydrates known as glycogen and be stored for future use. If this is the first time you are watching our video, if this is the first time you are joining this channel, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel so that you can study other topics that we have treated in many of our videos. In this channel, we make educational videos in the area of biology. You can also make your comments in this channel.